Hello and welcome back to another episode of Up the Gut number 9. Episode number 9. 9! I cured with the happy 9.
Almost 2 months, man. Almost
I
no,
know, it's
no.
crazy.
My math is just off. Over 2 months, man.
Yeah, 2 months and a week now. We have made it farther than some head coaches, and some head coaches
Mm-hmm.
we made it farther than they should still be coaching, which is great. Um,
Pissing
again,
new people off every week.
again, thank you to everyone who listens, comments, reaches out to us, everything like that. Like, subscribe, tell everyone about what you're listening and all the sexiness that you're watching. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. We appreciate it. We really do. Please keep it up. We're going to keep doing it anyways, and we're going to keep annoying you.
We're in 5 states now, sir. 5.
Yeah, now just a lot more to go, and we'll get there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This week, we do not have a yell at Mel. None really to yell about except for fuck Mel Kiper Jr. and the
Always.
of the yell at Mel. Fuck him forever and always.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Mel Kiper.
Always fuck Malphite.
On exciting news, it was the trade deadline, and we had some teams making some moves, which was great. Love to see it. It's about time. But the trade deadline
Mm-hmm.
meant something at all. Usually it's another day.
Right.
You can go to sleep. You're not going to miss anything. It's
Mm-hmm.
still a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. What are you doing?
Long snapper gets traded for a 7th rounder in 2035. Something like that.
Exactly. But we did have some teams making some moves. We have the Cowboys. They started off with the day. I called it. Logan Wilson for a 7th-round pick. Love to see it. Helps them out. They also traded the Jets for Quinn Williams. Gave up a second this year, a first next year, and Amazi Smith, who is ass, and he doesn't do anything anyway, so it doesn't even matter to me. And then you have the Colts trading for Sauce Gardner. Gave up 2 firsts, one this year and 1 next year, and a Donnie Mitchell, which, who cares? It's Donnie Mitchell. It's some picks. You want to give us some insight how you feel about this trade?
I love this trade. I have hated Chris Ballard for a long time, and this is the first real move outside of the draft, of course, that I have really enjoyed. I'm okay with mortgaging part of the future for a 25-year-old shutdown corner who is still amongst one of the best, not only in the AFC but in the NFL, on a shit New York Jet team. Just having him come on over to join Cam Bynum, and the rest of that defense to beat up on the teams with losing records, it's going to be phenomenal. Like Adonai Mitchell, like you said, he was our 4th or 5th receiver, even if he didn't fuck up against the Rams. Um, I'm okay with sending him over, mortgaging part of the future for someone that's going to be around for a while. I love it, absolutely love it.
Yeah, these Texas wide receivers don't really seem to be panning out in the NFL. It's not really working out so well for them. We also had the Bears trading with the Browns for Joe Tyrone Shinaka, I can't say his last name, and a 7th for a 6th-round pick. Kind of like, here you go, take them. And then a surprising one, the Seahawks trading with the Saints for Shaheed. For a 4th and 5th, didn't see that coming. Shaheed's name was coming up. Didn't see the Seahawks making a move for him. But they help out JSN so he doesn't have to catch 5 million balls a game. And they help out Darnold, who is honestly in the MVP consideration at this point. And now he's got another weapon. He's looking great up there, very comfortable. Everything's going good for him. You have the Jaguars trading for Jacoby Myers, which he wanted out. They needed help there. They gave up a 4th and a 6th. And then you also have the Chargers making a move right as the deadline was ending for Trevor Penning from the Saints. I think it was for a 7th-round pick or something like that. Nothing great. You need a new change of scenery. It's nice to see the Saints and the Jets are realistic about their situations and decide to make some moves to try and build for the future. Especially the Jets, who now have 2 firsts in this year and then 3 firsts in next year. And they get the Cowboys better of the 2 that they have, whether it's the Packers or the Cowboys pick that's better. They get that pick as well. There was one trade that I'm pissed that didn't happen, and that was Breece Hall going to the Chiefs. The Jets wanted a 3rd. The Chiefs said, no, we'll give you a 4th, and that's what stopped the trade.
One fucking round.
Annoying in the sense of Brees Hall wanted out. Annoying in the sense of my fantasy team.
Mm-hmm.
I have Brees Hall and Isaiah Davis. Just annoying. All right. You're one pick off. You're gonna tell me that third round pick is gonna be better than Brees Hall? Shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up.
And you mean to tell me that Brees Hall isn't better than who they have on the roster currently?
You got Pacheco on the sideline. You're running with old man Kareem Hunt. You apparently don't trust your other running backs, Rasheed Smith or whatever the hell his name is, enough to really get him in their mix enough that you just want to run 30-year-old Kareem Hunt into the ground. Yeah, Pacheco will be back, but whatever. Teams on the bye this week. You got the Bengals, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Titans. And the Cowboys and Bengals should have an exhibition game so we can see how many points can be scored in one regulation game. It would be an NFL record. It would probably be 5,000 points.
Yeah. They might as well be flagged.
Yeah, the Cowboys defense got a bit better. They're still so bad.
Well, you know what? I bet you the Bengals defense wouldn't be too bad if they weren't required to actually tackle anything. Touching them, they're fine. So maybe flag is their sport.
Yeah, tackling is what killed them against the Bears when they dropped it 47-42 this week when they gave Colson Loveland the greatest play after getting sandwiched between two big sweaty men. He was like, I'm gone. It looked like a normal tight end would be running the ball. He didn't look super athletic running it at the end there. It looked like that hurt a little, but he was like, I'm gonna score anyway, boys, for you.
Yes, I'm into this. No, not the right moment. Sorry, boys.
The defense is so ass that they made Williams, who is ass, not look like ass. And these are his best two games against the Cowboys and the Bengals that are both ass. Anyways, the offense is doing great for the Bengals. Flacco's going to keep them in the game. He clearly is fine. I mean, just throw the ball to Chase and occasionally Higgins. The defense, though, they traded away one of the linebackers who they benched. They didn't do anything to make the defense better. They're content. They shouldn't be because they're 32nd only behind the Cowboys, who are 31. That's not saying a lot. The Bengals are going to be hurting. They're going to have to put up, like the Cowboys, 40 points a game. They just did, and they still lost. So, they're on a bye. It's a good time for them to be on a bye, but they have a lot to work on.
Yeah, like you said, Flacco, 470 yards, 4 touchdowns, a few turnovers, a couple interceptions, and a fumble. They only had 6 yards rushing as a team. That's disgusting. That's so low. Higgins had 121, 2 touchdowns. Chase had 111 yards. The tension is definitely palpable, you know. And the organization came out and said that they're disappointed in the progression of their first-round pick, Shamar Stewart. Okay, first off, Cincinnati. You are the only club that didn't have a clause in the contract where you're gonna, take care of your player if he gets hurt. So naturally, the kid doesn't want to fucking sign.
Career.
Well, that's the other coin of it. Like, if you're a Shamar Stewart supporter, you can say that the organization derailed him or stunted his growth, at least for this year. And then if you're on the side of he wasn't a first-round player to begin with, he only had 4 sacks in his college career, so of course he's not doing well in the NFL. I think the fact still remains that the contract dispute that had him being held out of camp and missing all those reps definitely did not help.
Yeah, it didn't help, but he has less tackles than some offensive players at this point.
That's accurate.
Which is insane.
That is accurate.
Which is absolutely insane because you play defense and you have a chance every time you're out there to get a fucking tackle, and you fucking don't. He's not a first-round talent. You never were. I hated the pick. Yeah, you're losing Trey Hendrickson, and then you replace him with a fucking third-day guy, essentially. He had a great combine, great numbers. He's Anthony Richardson of the DN. Great numbers, not great in college. This is why you get drafted so high, because you put on a great combine, a great facade. Not worth it. Next team was Cowboys. They dropped their game to the Cardinals, 27-17. Called that shit. Said the Cowboys were going to drop it because I know my team and when they suck. And they suck against the Cardinals. Cardinals are 8-1 in the last 9 against the Cowboys, and they are 4 in a row they have beat the Cowboys. Every time they played on Monday Night Football and they played the Cowboys, they have fucking beat them. They're 4-0 against them on Monday Night Football because the Cowboys suck. Even the offense sucked this game. The defense sucked like normal. Parting of the Red Seas, they made Jacoby Brisket look amazing. Yes, Brisket, not Brissett. It's been Brisket ever since he's been in the NFL with me. It just sounds cool. Also, I didn't know how to pronounce it at first, so it was just Brisket. They made him look good. They made Kyler Murray lose his job. All of a sudden, he was on IR after he just went from being questionable and possibly playing to now being on IR. The defense is just horrible. Yeah, they got some pieces now, which is great. They have the bye week to get them acclimated and get everything going. Overshown is on track to be back. Ravel's on track to be back. They got some help in the secondary, help at the linebacker. Overshown and Wilson should not come off the goddamn field. Play them till they die. And then Quinn Williams, Kenny Clark, and Ezra Rocker should not come off the field either until they die. Don't put fucking Dante Fowler at the other D end. I'm tired of him. He sucks. He looks like he's just out there, just flailing his fucking arms. I don't know why people like him so much. I think he's a waste of space. Because all he's doing over there is trying to get to the QB. He's not reading the runs. He's not doing anything. He's just kind of out there like you know that blind kid that they made a montage like he's playing football. I want to prove to everyone I can play. And then he's just out there. That's Dante Fowler. That's Dante Fowler. He's the fucking fat blind kid that is trying to play football. The offense, though, I gushed over them, and now I'm not gushing over them. I am an empty gusher. I did too much gushing. They the past 2 weeks, they tried to do too much, trying to do these different formations, and for whatever reason, they want to use all 3 of their tight ends now. Stop. Shoemaker sucks. Spanford is not the answer to the run blocking. Just do what the fuck you did the first couple weeks because it fucking worked. You're trying to reinvent the wheel. Stop. Just fucking stop. Your offense was working. And now you're like, we can be better. Are you better? Are you? No. Stop. Just fucking stop. Run your offense the way you've been running it. Put in a couple more plays, whatever. But every time the Spanford is on the fucking field, you know what they're doing? They're stacking the fucking box because they're like, that's a fucking run. This guy ain't fucking catching the ball. Yeah, maybe it'll be like 1 in every 7 they're going to fucking pass it. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to stop the fucking run. So that's what he's in there for. Especially Shoemaker. He's just dropping easy passes. The dumbest thing I heard was, why make trades to make the team better if the offense can't make up for the defensive mishaps? The fuck? The fuck? The team's scoring like 40 points and they couldn't fucking win. So what does it matter? Like, you need the defense to make some stops. Your offense can have some off days and still win the game.
Take a breath, my friend. Excuse me. And I do apologize. I'm a little bit of a head cold. I've been on top of the Pick'em's Mount Olympus for so long that I caught a little bit of a cold up there. But yeah, Dak had 250 yards. Jay Williams actually only had 83 yards rushing. Nothing really to know about the receivers, which is weird. The defense actually didn't do too bad. I mean, other than allowing 27 points, which isn't even that much. They had 5 sacks and 11 quarterback hits. I mean, they were putting in work. It's just the offense was stumbling around, just bumping into shit. But you know what? I bet you Dallas does better this week. They're going to allow less points this week. I guarantee it.
I don't know, man. The bye week might fucking trip them up. I'm taking my pick'em. I'm taking them on the bye. I got the bye this week.
Oh, I got you. All right.
Bengals, I'm taking the bye. They're going to double win. Another team on the bye this week is the Kansas City Chiefs, who lost to the Bills 28-21. Josh Allen is the Chiefs' daddy in the regular season. He's 5-1 against them in the regular season. They need to get a run game. Yeah, Pacheco's out. Running Kareem Hunt. They're not really doing good. They could have Breece Hall right now. If they gave up a third round, and that run game would be significantly better. Pacheco would be great as your change of pace because he runs angry and he bangs himself up sometimes. Breece Hall, there you go. They fucked up. They fucked up the trade deadline. They fucked it up bad. Defense is the defense. I mean, they're going to have their up and down games. They're going to do what they got to do. The offense, not what everyone was hyping them up to be, that Mahomes and the offense is back. Well, they weren't back in this one. And the Bills almost gave them a chance to win at the end there because they decided to go with a long-ass field goal and leave some seconds on the board. All these teams that are on a bye this week need the bye. And it's perfect timing for the bye for them to figure some shit out. The Chiefs absolutely need it if they want to contend and continue up with their championship runs and the whole thing. They need this bye right now. They got to figure out what they're doing at running back. They could have already figured it out. They got to figure out the pass game again, get Mahomes and the receivers on one-track mind, and get that defense playing to where it should be playing. Shitty game for the Chiefs, but good from my pick'em.
Yeah, Mahomes, he had worse numbers than Dak. He didn't throw a touchdown pass. He did throw an interception. Hunt had 49 of their 79 rushing yards. So that just goes to the further point that you needed somebody else at that deadline. And the defense did have 3 sacks, 6 quarterback hits. Josh Allen just looked like he was all about business from the opening whistle to the brief handshake he had with Mahomes before he ran off the field. It was all business. And the Bills have really owned the Chiefs when it comes to the regular season. It's that fucking off season when they just can't do it. But this may be a turning point for Buffalo. But we'll get more on them with their matchup. But yeah, the Chiefs they're getting healthier. They're getting back to what they were doing. It's just they ran into a good team, and they'll probably be back after the bye week and maybe not firing on all cylinders, but they should bounce back.
And the last thing we have on the bye is the Titans. They could use a bye week every single week because they are a fucking dumpster fire.
Awful.
Firing the head coach ain't helping. I don't think Ward is the answer there, especially not the way he's developing. Yeah, the offense is horrendous, but he's the lead point in the offense. He doesn't look like you want a QB to look. He's not comfortable. He's not confident. Defense is asked to. I mean, the defense actually put up a good fight this week.
Yeah.
They were the reason why it was only a 27-20 game against the Chargers. They got a pick six. They did what they had to do. The offense was not it. And honestly, if I'm the Titans, I get a new head coach. And I'm the head coach. I'm like, do I have to keep Ward? Because if I do, I don't know if I want to coach here. I don't care if you move on after one season. I really don't. I don't think Ward's the Titans are a dumpster fire. I don't think Ward's the answer, and that's on them for picking him first. But
yeah, and Ward had 145 yards. They only had 56 yards rushing. Really, the defense did play really well. They had 6 sacks, 11 quarterback hits, and all of their production was on defense and special teams. No points, and I mean no points coming from the offense. They had the pick six that you mentioned before. They had a punt return for a touchdown, and they had 2 field goals. None of that goes towards the offense. This offense is horrifically bad. I've seen better high school offenses than this. This is terrible.
yeah, they need a bye week every week. They need to just stop and just accept you're gonna have the first pick again and possibly pick a quarterback. Just because, I mean, whatever. We'll get into that in the offseason, but they have a lot of shit to figure out. First game we have this week, the Raiders at the Broncos. Getting some AFC West rivalries going at it, baby. Well, check it out. Brock Bowers is back. 3 touchdowns in his return. He's playing fully healthy. About time. He didn't want to not sit out, but thank God he did because he looks fresh and amazing, and he should shave his head. That hairline and that hair is gross. I have more hair on my pubes. It also was a great game for Geno Smith, who only threw 1 interception. Amazing. He threw 4 touchdowns, which is crazy. Brock Bowers is back. He threw 3 of them to him. The only reason why they lost is because they didn't want to do a fucking tie, which I can't blame them. I can't blame them. A 2-point conversion with a shitty play call. Can't blame them for not wanting to do another fucking tie in the NFL. They put up a great fight. They did what they had to do. I think they should have sold more at the deadline for trades. They could have got a lot for Crosby. I think it would have been the perfect time to do it. But here we are. They drop one to the Jags, 30-29.
They had Geno 284, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Genti didn't do much on the ground, but he did catch a pass for a touchdown, so good on him. And then yeah, the other ones went to Bowers. And excuse me, Mr. Carroll, Mr. Kelly. Do you see what happens when you give the ball to your best fucking player? Do ya, huh? Do ya? You fuck. But yeah, they traded Myers, and I guess like I mean they do have Jack back who did okay in college, did well in the combine enough for the Raiders to take him. I guess he's going to be their number two now.
I don't
I
know.
mean, if you can say that.
I think he's more of a slot guy. I mean, they picked him in the second round for a reason. I think it's about time to
Hmm.
fucking use him.
Yeah,
And then the other team in
this
this
guy.
game is the Broncos, who beat the Texans 18-15. Who were lucky as hell that they knocked Stroud out of the game because they were looking like garbage. And so Davis Mills came in and helped them a long way to beat the Texans. Um, they did what the Packers do. They played average until it mattered, and this was going to bite them in the ass like it did the Packers. But that defense also needs Sertan back because without Sertan, apparently they don't know how to cover people and know what's going on, which they need to figure that out. And they also need to put R.J. Harvey in the game more because he is a big-time threat right now, and he's playing behind Dobbins. Yeah, Dobbins is playing good. R.J. Harvey is explosive and he's giving those big plays. You got to put him in more. He got another touchdown this week. I'm pretty sure it was a receiving one.
Yep.
He just looks good. He looks like what the Steelers thought they were getting Caleb Johnson.
Right.
Someone who actually knows how to play football. They overall wise, I mean, they got it together. They got the win. I still think their lucky Stroud got knocked out because I think they was leaning towards them really having to push and throw the ball a lot to catch up to the Texans, who were really vibing. But with Stroud out, it just kind of went downhill there, and they got won. They did get the win, 18-15.
Yeah, I mean, we did say that the first team to 20 in this game would win, and it got pretty damn close. I think the defenses really showed out. Yes, Stroud going down really hurt the Texans. I mean, but it wasn't as if they were lighting up the scoreboard prior to. They were moving the ball fine, and they were really keeping the
Texans didn't
Broncos off
score another
balance.
point after Stroud got hurt. They had 15 when Stroud went down. They didn't score another point the whole game.
Yeah,
Which was
yeah,
like
but
second quarter, beginning of third or something like that. I forget
yeah.
when it went down. The Texans were good. The offense was good. And then if you score 15 in 2 quarters and then you don't score another point the rest of the game.
But this is the Texans' MO. Once things start breaking down, once the adjustments happen, the offensive line gets exposed and they start getting sacks, they start getting passes deflected.
Davis Mills in there, the longest neck in the league.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like even even with Stroud in there, there's no guarantee that they were going to be winning this game. I mean, it looked promising, but there's no guarantee of it because this is the Texans. Listen, all I know is that Denver won, and it kept me in the lead. So just saying.
Anyways, I'm going to take the Broncos for this one. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, the Raiders are vibing. They got this thing going on offense. They got that mojo. Still believe in the Broncos, though. I want Broncos.
I'm going Broncos. I think this is another week where Geno Smith really pushed to see how many interceptions he can throw. I'm going to go Broncos.
Next one we got is the Falcons at the Colts. Falcons dropped their game to the Patriots, 24-23. What I learned in this game is that Drake London can only dominate corners that he is very much better than. You put him on Gonzalez, he looks like me. You put him on anyone else on that team, he looks like Drake London. If he oversizes them or better than them, yeah, he'll have a dominant game. You put a shutdown corner on him, you're going to shut him down. That's basically what it's like. He's not going to overpower anyone. They need to get Bijan going. I don't know what's going on there. Bijan's disappeared from the game plan the past 2 weeks. As you can see, it's not working. The defense, it showed some flashes there. It did what it had to do. Great strip sack on May, everything like that. But they're not as dominant as they once were at the beginning of the league. They're kind of going to like the average part of being like, all right, I'm better than a couple of these teams. But Drake May and them kind of exposed them. they have a ways to go. I mean, you got Michael Penis Jr. back at least, but they got to find some other targets besides Drake May and Kyle Pitts maybe.
Yeah.
But the driving force is getting Bijan back on track, and they really need to do that.
Yeah. If Bijan has a better game, they win this game. Like you said, he only had 46 yards. London had 9 catches, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. Um, Defense put in work. They had 6 sacks. So just I don't like you said. I don't know what's happening with the best running back in the league right now. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's giving him a run for his money, but he's the most dynamic one. Be able to catch the ball in the backfield and everything. But I don't know. But this is something that we've seen from the Falcons and that we've talked about with them being like a fucking roller coaster. Um, I don't know. They haven't had their bye week yet. After they have. No, because they're going to be in London this week or Berlin. They're going to be in Europe somewhere, so then they get the bye week. They need a bye week. They need a bye week bad.
They need one. They need to get shit back on track. The other team that
Mm-hmm.
they're playing is the Colts, who dropped the game to the Steelers, 27-20. The score is a lot closer than it fucking looks. I can guarantee you that one.
100%.
Those paper Lions here showed up, and Danny Dimes decided to come to the game rather than Indiana Jones with his 3 interceptions and 2 fumbles. They panicked, got away from the run game fast. Jonathan Taylor did not have the game that he normally has. Danny Dimes threw the ball like 50 times. It wasn't good. I think they relied too much on Jones, and honestly, sometimes when it comes to any QB, relying on too much in a game where they have it figured out is not going to end well. So I don't put it fully on him. I do say that they should have kept the run game going, considering it's only a 7-point game. So you weren't out of it completely, but they showed up as paper Lions.
Anybody that ever tells me the Colts are a good team, I'm just gonna look at you. I'll see your mouth move, and I won't hear a fucking word. And then when I see you take a breath or that you stop talking, I'm gonna just say you're full of shit. Because they'll beat the teams they're supposed to, then they're gonna lose the teams they're supposed to. They're what, number 2 or 3 in the power rankings. They still have the best record in the AFC. Maybe even the league at this point. I don't remember. But of all their wins, do you know how many of those teams have a winning record? One. One fucking team. Yeah, but they're great. Fuck off. I'm happy that they fortified their secondary. I'm glad that the majority of the year they've been able to click a little bit. But now you're fighting some big boys now. Like the second half of the schedule is not easy, and then once you hit the playoffs, there's no more fakes. Like all those teams, they're legit. So it's time to fucking tack your sack back and let's go to work. God damn. But anyway, DJ. Yeah, no. TJ had 5 turnovers. JT only had 45 yards. Alec Pierce and Pittman had a combined 230 passing yards, or receiving yards, I should say.
13 targets.
Yeah. He's coming on, thankfully. Now as much as I just chastise them, the Falcons aren't playing great right now. To me, this counts as an up game for them. So I think the Dirty Birds are going to cross the pond, and I think they're going to get steamrolled a little bit. They're going to come back with a couple broken wings, and we're going to have to snap their neck to put them out of their misery. It's going to be a mercy kill. I'm going to go Colts.
I am going Colts too, especially now that you guys just traded for Sauce Gardner, and if he follows Drake London, there's going to be no Drake London. Like I said, he plays down to better corners, and you have the best. He looked like ass against Gonzalez last week. He's going to look like ass against Gardner this week. Can't do it against the good corners. He can do it against the bad. So if he shadows him, you can take him out of the game completely. It'll be crazy. I'm going to go Colts too. Next one we got here is a fun little one. Saints and Panthers. Some great teams. Actually, one looks pretty good. The Saints got blown out 34-10 against the Rams. Exactly what we thought they were. They're not great. They had a lot of work to do. They didn't sell a lot. They didn't have a lot of pieces to sell. They still kind of want to win games. Kellen Moore wants to keep his job. Makes sense. Probably should have kept Shaheed. Do that. Keep their offense rolling. But there really was no balance. They passed the ball a lot. They didn't really run it a lot. They have to get Kamara or someone going in that run game to help out your rookie QB, or he's going to constantly look like a rookie QB.
100%.
They have a long way to go. They do. That's all I got on them. I feel like the time.
Yeah. Now, didn't they lose 38-14?
No,
Oh, wait, no. Yo, you're right. I'm thinking of the Ohio State Penn State game. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. Yeah, it was 38 Ohio State, 14 little kitty cats. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. The kid, Tyler Shuck, 176 yards, 15 to 24. Nothing spectacular. I mean, I understand it was, I don't know. I I can't really say anything because I'm prejudiced against him just because he's a fucking old man. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't good. We'll just leave it at that. Taysom Hill at 4 for 30. The defense wasn't anything special, and they just got worse by trading Shaheed and an offensive lineman that is well past the expired date. But yeah, that they're just bad, and they ran against the buzzsaw too. Watching this game live, there was no sense of urgency with the Rams, but that's because they didn't need any.
So Denver had a good day and everything, but I mean, they didn't really have too much. So the other team is the Panthers, who took down the Packers 16-3. And you know why the Packers fucking lost? Because they played a whole fucking game being average. I said they play average until they fucking need to, but they never decided they needed to. You know who didn't have a single pressure this entire game for the first time in his entire career? Micah Parsons. 0 pressure. Didn't get to Little Bryce Young at all. What also helped is the Panthers decided to come out of La La Land and make Dowell their lead back. He's the lead back. Hubbard's back to number 2. I dropped him off our dynasty. He's done. Unless Dowell dies, Hubbard's done. They didn't trade him. He's going to stay number 2. Unless Dowell dies, he's not doing anything. The Packers got exposed. They got exposed by the Panthers. You keep them average.
What a sentence.
Love trying to pass the ball for whatever reason. You're going to win. Huge win for the Panthers. Absolutely big one, especially against the Packers. I loved it. I loved it. They did great. They did what they had to. So it was cool.
I hated it, just for the fact that I was sitting in the bar with my brother, and he's a huge Packers fan, and it was just pissing him off. I don't know what it is, but Dowdle 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. Young had barely had 100 yards passing. There's no reason why the Packers should have won this one. With that being said, I'm going to take them to beat the Saints because they have more talent than the Saints now. And I think they're going to ride this into a 2-game winning streak.
Yeah, I mean, this game right here is exactly why the games are played and they're not on paper. Because you never know what's going to fucking happen. Just like this week, when I take the Saints.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm taking the Saints. They're going to get their second win. I'm taking them on a flyer. This is my game of, this is why we play the fucking game. But it's also a rivalry game. It's a division game. These games are always tougher no matter what the fuck it is. I'm going to take the Saints. See what happens. Right. I don't have a true explanation behind it. My gut is telling me pick the Saints. So I'm going to pick the Saints and not go against Doug and Harvard.
I have an explanation of why you're taking the Saints.
Just because you pick the Panthers and your enemy has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, because you're 4 back and you need a couple Hail Marys.
I have them circled before we even talk about this. I'm going Saints. All right? Well, let's see what happens. Next one we got here is the Giants at the Bears. Giants dropping one to the 49ers, 34-24. No stat equals no spark. They got nothing going on offense. I picked the Giants last week because it could go either way. I thought the stat thing, him going down, it's either going to light a spark underneath their ass, like we got this one for stat, or it's just going to deflate them and crush them and they have no spark at all in offense. 50-50 way, it went no spark. They were flat, nothing on offense. No running back was very good. Tracy looked like Tracy and West Scadaboo was a starter. And you can see the amount that he puts in the effort is way higher, and what he can do It's like I said, he's probably the best back in the fucking draft, and for a reason. He's on the Giants, they're gonna look good. I mean, Dart lost his drinking buddy. What are you gonna do? He lost his ketamine, bro. You know, they're not doing shots of ketamine and creatine before the friggin' game. So what are you gonna do?
I mean, it also helps that his only
is Dart. Dart looks good.
Yeah.
That's it.
It helps that the only weapon he has is Darius Slade, which at best is a 3.
Yeah.
With that being said, Dart did 191 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He actually had I have it written down here, 56 yards rushing and another touchdown. Which, by the way, Cincinnati was more than you fucks. The defense had 2 sacks, but I mean they were behind the 8 ball. The offense is putrid right now, but it's definitely a different kind of putrid than Tennessee. The Giants are really, really, really. Again, it seems like every year we talk about the Giants being hurt, which makes their offense putrid. But a healthy Giant team, I still believe it's a playoff team. They're not healthy, so it's a moot point.
You and I were talking before the draft too, and we both agreed that Dart was probably the best quarterback in this draft.
Yep.
We had him above Sanders, and Sanders was their first rounder anyways. Ward was going first because it's Ward or whatever, but I still thought that Dart was possibly the best quarterback in this draft. He's looking like it. He's still making it work with absolutely no weapons in New York, with Neighbors being down, Cap being down. The receivers just are the same receivers that suck. Theo Johnson's your tight end, whatever, man. He's making it work. He's making it look good. It's good for him. Bad for the NFC East, which isn't annoying. Other team is your Bears that took down the Bengals 47-42. Boomer Bust defense. They got both this game. They got great plays. They got really bad plays. Still made more plays than the Bengals by not sandwiching a guy and let him score for 60 fucking yards. Worked for me. The offense really exploded. Bengals did the same thing against the Cowboys. Offensive explosion, but it's a shitty defense. We did the 31st defense. We did the 32nd defense. It's expected. And then Williams he's only above average against shitty teams. To me, he's below average against every other team, and he looks lost. He's not getting to like the right reads, and he's not going his progression against teams that are better. Teams that are worse, defenses that are worse, yeah, he looks above average. So he's doing what he should do. But he's that. What is that?
Yeah, and for the people that didn't watch the game, if they can remember this far back, do you remember when it was the playoff game where Tim Tebow and the Broncos played the Steelers, and Tebow threw like a 10 to 15 yard, or not even 15, like 10 to 12 yard dig route, and Demaryius Thomas weaved his way through the secondary and took off for a touchdown? Tebow got credit for like a 70 to 80 yard touchdown pass. That's kind of what happened here. He would dink and dunk. His receivers would do work. Oh wait, no, there was one person that was really missing. Rome Odunze did absolutely dick. Did you know? Fun fact: you and I tied Rome Odunze in yards, receptions, and touchdowns this week. Go us! But yeah, they would not have done this if they had gone against any other defense in the league. To be honest with you, I will tell you one person that I am starting to believe in. It's that Magana guy, Kyle McGonaghy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I watched him when he played at Rutgers, and I watched him. Manungai, there we go. I watched him when he played at Rutgers. I thought he was just another big banging back from Rutgers. He was like their little, 2 yards and push for a third or fourth, through the pile. But he had 176 yards, and sure you can put a little asterisk next to that because he's going against one of the worst defenses. But the moves that he was making, the vision that he had in cutback lanes, even against a good defense, he can put up like 80, 90 yards himself in the score. You get that from one guy, and all of a sudden your team rushing for over 100 yards. They eked out. They scored 47 points and won by one possession. I mean, with that being said, I'm going to take them over the Giants just because they're healthier than the Giants. That is the only reason.
I'm torn in this one only because of how good the Giants' defensive line is.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian Burns is leading the league in sacks, and if they could get to Williams, that gets them
Mm-hmm.
ahead so much. And I saw what the Ravens did to him. And that defense is boom or bust. Gut, what are you telling me?
Go with the
Giants.
Bears.
Giants. We're going
Oh
Giants.
no.
We're going Giants. I said I was done with the Giants after last week because there was no fucking spark. But I'm more done with Williams than I am the fucking Giants. The
You
Giants
never
defense,
started with Williams.
well, the Giants defense is better than the Bengals defense. I'm gonna go Giants.
Okay.
Next game we got Jags at Texans. Jags got the win over the Raiders, like I said before, 30-29. An overtime thriller. Well, it wasn't that thrilling, but it was overtime. Brian Thomas Jr., like I said before, low ankle sprain. The lowest grade high ankle sprain you possibly can have. He might play this week. I don't know. He's banged up a lot this year. Doesn't know he has hands. He's having a whole year. Now he got Jakobi Meyers. That'll help him. But they showed that they could really gut it out in a game that they had to. You know, this is down to the wire. Literally last play. This is it. Showed that they can do it. They need Devin Lloyd back on defense, though. That defense got exposed without him. He was having a great year. He was out this week. You could tell. You could fucking tell he was out. They couldn't really do anything on defense-wise. They're going to do better once he gets back. I don't know if he'll be back this week. Hopefully Brian Thomas Jr. plays for him, because that would be a nice thing to have with Jakobi Meyers and Parker Washington deciding he is in the NFL. But it's good to see they can gut it out. I mean, like it's that division. They have a division game this week for Stroud.
Yeah, I mean, Jacksonville was one bad pass away from losing. Because that receiver was wide open. If Geno Smith didn't double pump it and give the defense a chance to get their hands up, they end up losing. But they did enough to win. Trevor Lawrence was good, 220 yards, an interception. ETN had 90 yards rushing. Defense really didn't do much. Had 2 sacks. They just did barely enough to win, and barely enough to win is probably going to be good this week too, if especially since Stroud's not playing. But really nothing to write home about with the Jaguars this week.
Yeah. The other team playing is the Texans, who dropped one to the Broncos, 18-15. Like I said, Stroud's actually been officially out this week, so it's Davis Mills at quarterback. The offense is going to be not great. The defense and everything showed grit. They did what they had to do to keep that game close, but they needed points from the offense, and they got 0 without Stroud. And that offense, it sucked for them because they were really starting to gel with Stroud. They got something going. They finally look like the Texans that they thought they would be. Not without him, though. It's like the Falcons without Penix. It doesn't work. Or the Ravens without Lamar. It just doesn't work. No Stroud. I don't. They're on track with him. And without him, they're kind of back to square one. That's kind of where they're going to be out this week. I'm taking Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm taking Jacksonville as well. Kind of hinted at that when I did their breakdown. They only had 77 yards rushing as a team. Schultz had 6 catches, 77 yards, only 1 sack. But this was going to be a defensive battle, and defensive battle doesn't mean sacks and interceptions and forced fumbles. It could just be stingy defense, and that's what it was. So I'll take Jacksonville, especially without Stroud being in there and how weak that offensive line has been. And I heard there's an outside chance that somebody might be coming back to play for them this week.
Who's that?
Hunter.
Hunter, he's on IR. It hasn't even been 4 weeks.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Who the hell tell you this? Do they know the rules? It hasn't even been 4 weeks.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
He's on IR.
Hang on.
He can't come back.
Hang on. Liam? Hey, we're recording right now. Yeah. Duval, I got you. Okay. All right, man, I'll call you.
He's on IR. He can't come back. He's stuck there for these last 2 or 3 weeks. Duval, that's what the fuck he's talking about. Next one we got probably going to be a slaughter. Bills at Dolphins. Before we even start, I'm taking the fucking Bills. My gut is like bubble guts. It's like, you got this.
Yeah.
Bills took down the Chiefs 28-21. Josh Allen 5-1 against them now. Shitty in the playoffs, though, 0-4. Hasn't been in the playoffs. Usually it's at home. The Chiefs are at home, and that's probably why. Almost blew on the missed field goal, but they got back to that 50-50 offense, which really helps them thrive and really makes it work. They don't have to rely on Josh Allen too much. Even if they did 65-45 or 65-35, it would still work. You know, you still get that run in there, but once they get down to like that 20% run, and that's it, that's when like the offense collapses. I still think they need a number one wide receiver. I wish they went out and got Shaheed or something like that. It would have been great for them. Waddle was out there for the taking. I doubt they would have traded them in division.
Right, just to face them this week.
Yeah, I would have fucking paid extra if I'm the Bills to get Josh Allen some help. But they're looking good. They're looking like the Bills, which is crazy. Yeah. The Bills, Josh Allen is the Bills. So.
Yeah, Allen 273 and a touchdown. Cook had 114 yards. Kincaid went over 100 yards. And this was the most beautiful stat that I had seen of the week. The Bills defense hit Patrick Mahomes 15 times.
Oh, so good.
That's the one by the sideline.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
So good.
When there was a still shot of Mahomes laying there looking at the ref like, you're not going to throw the flag, and the ref not even looking at him. Oh my God! If that could be my background.
Oh my God!
Yep.
It was beautiful. But this is what I'm saying. And when they're playing at home, that's probably an unnecessary rush. And Mahomes gets his call, which is fucked up.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yep. And Miami, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Miami fired their GM, which is a really good start. They needed to fire McDaniel. I know you and I are on opposite ends of that. I don't think he's a good coach. I don't think he's innovative. To me, he's a younger Chip Kelly in Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses. He had something good, but just like the Wildcat, it got figured out. They can't really expand on it. They really haven't evolved it. And now the people that made the thing run are hurt or are not there anymore. And Tua is the worst quarterback in the NFL. You could give me the dude on the practice squad from, I don't know, the Saints. Give me Jake Haener over Tua Tagovailoa. And it's not even that he can't throw the ball. It's the fact that he can't read a defense. He is Ray fucking Charles out there trying to read a goddamn defense. How many near interceptions can you throw before you get benched permanently? How many sacks can you take because you just hold on to the fucking ball before you get benched permanently? It's his salary that keeps him out there. Be 100% honest, it's his salary. Then he has weeks like last week where he had, actual QB numbers that gives these Dolphin fans a little bit of hope. He's the worst. He's the worst quarterback. They have a bad head coach. Poor HN and poor Wallace, and they're wasting their prime down there. But it's going to be Buffalo by 100 this week. But I'm done with the fucking Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about the Dolphins either. Like you said, they fired the GM. The GM, the new interim one, came out and said that McDaniel's going to be the coach the rest of the year. And they'll probably reevaluate in the offseason. I did hear that Tua might be gone this offseason, either traded or cut. I think the new GM's tired of it because Tua needs Tua Goa. He needs to go. He's done. Over it. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm on Bills.
They're going to tie him to a piece of driftwood and then just push him east and say, when you hit Europe, keep going.
Next one we got Ravens at Vikings. Ravens just beat up on the Dolphins, 28-6. Lamar back to his padding staff against horrible fucking defenses, a horrible team, doing what he normally does so that he can be in the MVP consideration because of all these fucking stats, when he only does it against fucking teams that are shitty. That's when he'll throw 4 or 5 touchdowns, do what he has to do. Yeah, they got the win. They put a complete game together, defense and all. It was the fucking Dolphins. He didn't have to throw 5 touchdowns. Could have ran the ball a little bit. I know he just came back, his whole fucking thing. I don't care. That's just annoying to me. Like, whatever. It's typical Lamar. He's being the Browns earlier this year. It's annoying. But it's good to see he's back. I mean, obviously it works, and they got the win, 28-6. Not much.
I guess.
Doing what they should.
Yeah. Yeah, and the first thing I put down, stat padding versus a bad team. It didn't even look like they were trying out there. The only thing that I'll say about this is Derrick Henry has lost maybe a couple gears. There were times where he would bust through the line and then out sprint safeties who had an angle. And if he didn't, he would just stiff on them or run through them. This dude looks like he's lumbering. He looks like he's taken his time, like trying to round corners. He just does not look the same. And granted, he's taking a lot of punishment. He's older now, and he's a big guy. But go if you can go back and watch his highlights from just maybe 2 years ago, and he looks lightning quick. Like when he was
Even
rushing
last
in the league,
year.
yeah, yeah. I watched it. He got through the first level. He was starting to run away a little bit from the second level, and all of a sudden, people are just catching him. They're diving at his feet. He's trying to protect himself. Don't get me wrong. I'd be doing the same thing if I was at his age. I was a millionaire and I had to walk the rest of my life. But it just looks so much like he's lost a couple years. It's sad. It's really sad.
The other one is the Vikings in this, who took down the Lions in a surprise win,
Mm-hmm.
27-24. McCarthy's back, lights a fire underneath the offense. Crazy stat. Both of his wins this year, he won 27-24. He had 143 passing yards. He had 2 touchdowns, and he had 1 interception. Same exact stats, same exact score for each win. Hopefully he doesn't keep that up, but I mean, as long as he wins.
Yeah, I guess.
The offense looks better. It looks more comfortable. McCarthy actually looked pretty good. Even when the defense got after him, he didn't, like, he had some plays, it was only, his second, third game he's ever played. It looked good, though.
Yeah.
The offense did what it should, get the ball out, do what they had to do. And the defense got after Goff. They had 5 sacks. They made the offense for the Lions really work for it. They tried. But the Vikings, they got the job done. They're the team that we thought they would be in this game when McCarthy's actually it gives them more of a running ability and showing off the arm and everything he can do. Those extra weeks that he should have been playing that he had off may have actually paid off for him.
Yeah. So, and I'm not taking anything away from the kid because he came out and he looked decent. But to be fair, anything would have looked great compared to what they had just gotten out of Carson Wentz. So, maybe he can build off of it. We'll see. Detroit's no slouch. The Vikings also had 142 rushing yards, which definitely helped the cause for him. They this weekend I was in Ohio with a bunch of friends and family. We were in a sports bar for like 8 fucking hours. But on the TVs, they literally had every single game. I was like a crackhead squirrel with nuts and acorns falling everywhere. I was just everything. It was fantastic, and I saw the majority of this game because the woman sitting in front of me was a diehard Lions fan. But yeah, he was cooking. He was cooking. But he would have moments where you can tell this he doesn't even have a full season of starting under his belt yet. So they did enough to get the win. It's definitely something to build off of. I don't know if this is the week where they put 2 wins straight together with McCarthy.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Vikings. I love McCarthy, obviously. I'm big on McCarthy. I'm a lot bigger than some people were in the offseason. I'm still kind of big on him, honestly. He had that first great start. Rocky second one, got banged up. Then he has this start. I'm still high on McCarthy. I think he still has a lot of potential. He's still I think he's still the youngest starting QB in the fucking league, besides maybe Drake May.
Yeah.
Dude's still young. He's still like a kid. He's basically a fucking kid. He's just
Fun fact,
he went here, so.
He is actually 10 years younger than Tyler Shaw. So
that's not true. I'm gonna go Ravens. I think the Ravens just have too much. I want to pick the Vikings. They are at home. I love McCarthy, but the Ravens are figuring out their pieces and doing what they have to do on both sides of the ball right now. I'm gonna go Ravens.
Like one of the things that we didn't talk about just yet, I think Baltimore um, had an addition by subtraction at the trade deadline. They got rid of a locker room cancer in Jair Alexander, sent him off to Philly.
Well, he hasn't played
I
last
mean,
week. He's been a healthy scratch.
exactly. But I mean, this was the question in Green Bay first, right? He was their cornerback. They didn't have anybody else in that secondary that anybody outside the organization trusted, and then they let him go. And people were like, oh my God, Green Bay is going to be terrible. And Green Bay hasn't been that terrible in the secondary. Baltimore, you get him, like you said, he's been a healthy scratch, and probably because he's been a fucking dickhead and cancer in the locker room. I don't know any of this firsthand, but when you get enough people around the league in multiple rooms to say, this dude's a fucking dickhead, this dude's a fucking problem, then it kind of stick with his reputation. So the fact that he's gone, I think is a good thing for Baltimore. I'm going to go Baltimore.
Next one, we got two teams that were on a bye last week. Not much to go off of besides getting healthy. You got the Browns at the Jets. Junkin
Not much
is
to
healthy
spend on
now.
this
He
one.
got healthy. He doesn't have
Yeah.
shoulder injury, so they'll have the run game back, especially with the Quinn Williams not being there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Defense will be back to being dominant. I'm pretty sure Justin Fields is probably going to be QB again. After one good game, I don't know why they changed it. Whatever. The Jets are just ass, and they got more ass by trading away the teammates that they had. They almost got rid of the best offensive weapon besides Terry Wilson and Breece Hall, which they should have. But they got to take a fucking fourth for him. You're not going to have him at the end of this year. He wants out. He's not going to resign with you. He's done. He's going to go where the hell he wants after this. He could have at least got something.
How many times can they tag him? Twice?
I think so, but are you going to tag a running back? Probably not. You have so many other
It's the
people.
New York Jets we're talking about.
What are you going to do? I mean, you tag him and trade him. That's about it.
You tag them to keep them. They have so many. So what? I have the option to tag you. You're talented. I'm going to keep you until someone gives me the fucking king's ransom for you, or you're going to play for me. We got enough first round and second round picks in the next couple of years. All those guys are going to be on rookie deals. We got the money. Don't you worry. I'm going to tag your ass, son. Sit tight. You're here for another 2 years.
Maybe they'll put a tender on him and let him go test the market, and someone offers him something. Mm-hmm. They'll either match it or let him go. They might do something like that. Yeah. That was the only thing I would see. In this one, I'm going Browns, though, because of so many pieces lost by the Jets and the Browns' defense. They don't have Garrett Wilson on offense right now either. The defense is just – they lost the two best fucking players they had. I'm going Browns.
If the New York Jets were going against the team that dominated the league that you and I played in for so many years, the Mountjoy Cyclones, I would take the Cyclones by double fucking digits. I'm going to take Cleveland. I pray to God that Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor still have all their limbs and memories at the end of this thing. That D-line's nothing to mess with, especially when you don't have any fucking weapons to go to. I'm going to go Cleveland on this one.
We're going to the Cleveland Steamers, baby! Rolling around! The next one we got up is the Patriots at the Bucs. Patriots being the favorites, 24-23. May was running for his life a little sometimes. Still got it done though. Did what they had to do. They clearly don't trust Henderson. They had this guy Jennings, who was their third string. He was a practice squad guy. Gibson came in. He got almost as many carries as Henderson did for whatever reason. In the red zone, they decided to run it with Jennings and not Henderson. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why they hate Henderson so much. I don't know why they don't want him to be the lead guy. It don't make no fucking sense. Don't fucking draft the guy. Gonzalez got banged up. Hopefully he's back for this week. We'll see what happens. And then the Bucs were on a bye, which was the perfect time for them. Hopefully they got that offense straight. Bucky Irvin might be out again, and Chris Godwin Jr. might be out again, which sucks. But Mayfield and Azuka got healthy this week. Had some extra time to heal up. And hopefully they're back to where they need to be.
Yeah, May hit over 350 yards again, 2 touchdowns. Henderson, career high, 16 carries, 55 yards, which is really fucking sad for as talented as he is. Defense wasn't anything stellar. I think Tampa Bay getting healthy definitely brings this one a little bit closer. Um, I think Baker versus May. I kind of wish they were closer in age because I kind of want to see this matchup a little more than just the once or twice we'll get while they're still around. Um, I may shock you on this one with my pick. I'm
Well,
gonna go. I'm gonna go to the T move version of Higgins, and I'm gonna take Tampa coming off the bye, getting a little healthier.
that's not really a shocker to me because I'm
Mm.
going the Buccaneers as well, baby. My look-alike out there is throwing the ball. He wishes he was me. I wish I was him. Yeah, I'm gonna go Buccaneers as well. I think they're getting healthy. Mayfield not overthrowing the ball like he should. Ibuka's hamstring injury, a lot of time to heal there.
Yep.
Get to work with those backup offensive wide receivers, offensive weapons. I think it's good for them. It's the perfect time. The offense is stalling. I'm gonna go Bucks as well. Next one we got is another rivalry game. We got the Arizona Cardinals against the Seattle Seahawks. Cardinals coming off a huge win, 27-17 against my
Good.
Dallas Cowboys. Saw it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Brissett, Brisket, call him whatever the hell you want. You can call him QB number one if you want. He gives them the best chance to win, and the Arizona Cardinals finally see that. Kyler Murray miraculously has a foot injury that needs another 4 to 6 weeks to heal and has a high chance of setback after he was just questionable up until this game, and there was talk about having packages to get him into the game as well as he played. He was supposed to be an emergency QB. Brissett has been doing so well, and the offense is doing so well, and the weapons are very happy that Brissett just took the job from him. The offense is fit to him. It's good. They've got to get the run game going a bit more to help out Brissett. They were very pass happy against the Cowboys. It's not going to work against every team. The Cowboys just make it easy. They made Marvin Harrison Jr. look like Marvin Harrison. So.
Yeah. No. The only person who is a bigger Marvin or Jacoby Brissett fan is Mama Brissett. Uh, Marvin Harrison Jr. was actually sitting on the fucking bench, smiling, joking. He's a pretty laid back guy. I watched every single game he played while he was at Ohio State, OH. But 7 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Isn't it something that when you get a quarterback that can see over that line of scrimmage, what can happen with your offense? It's just fucking
He doesn't have to
amazing.
drop back 20 yards just to see 10 yards down the field.
And then take a little gallop towards the line of scrimmage and heave ho it to get it to go 20 yards. Yeah, no. The offense is when you have more confidence in your offense can score. We talked about this early in the season, especially with the Steelers. When you lean too heavily on one side of the ball or the other, if you know that you have to put up 40, 50 points a game just to stay in it, or if you know you have to play damn near perfect on defense, that over a long season is going to be stressful. So now that they have a quarterback that can actually put the ball in the end zone, that's gonna take a lot more stress off of that defense, and the Cardinals are gonna start rolling.
And you got the Seahawks here, who blew out the Commanders, 38-14. Honestly, you have two MVP candidates on that offense. You got Darnold, and the other one is JSN. He wanted to be better. The coaches told him he needs to get better. He was like, bet, put in the work, clearly showing dude's a superstar now. Showing why they got rid of Metcalf, because they don't fucking need him. Honestly, he could be the only man running routes, and he's still going to catch 100 balls. Super stud. And the defense is showing up. They look happy. Everyone's playing. Tariq Woolen is a corner who was thinking about getting traded, but because they benched him, they're like, oh, we have so many guys that how are we going to play all these guys? Greatest fucking thing to have you possibly can have is having too many DBs that you want to put on the fucking field. They're set. They're rolling. They look amazing. I hate it. It's like I thought Darnold was going to suck. I thought we were going to see the Darnold of old, the Jets Darnold, but he realized he has JSN just throwing the fucking ball, and it's working. They're vibing, they're cruising, and they're bruising.
Yep, 330 yards in the year, 4 touchdowns. They only had 88 rushing yards, which would normally be a bad thing, but when you have JSN going for 129, and then Torrey Horton, 4 catches, 48 yards, and 2 touchdowns, that when you can do that, and of course this comes with a little bit of a grain. The Commanders weren't great on defense, but they weren't bad either. So this really came a little bit of a shock as I'm sitting there and watching it in a different bar this time. I'm like, this just looks effortless for a couple of these dudes. It's not even fair.
Well, now they have Shaheed too, so the offensive game is coming. And then whenever Cup
Hmm.
comes back, they have another weapon. He's a little banged up, but they got Shaheed, they got
Hmm.
Homer looks good. Barner and Elijah, the tight ends look good. I mean, they have a lot
Hmm.
of weapons on offense and they have a lot of weapons on defense. Um,
You didn't
they
even
just
mention
look.
the running backs, Charbonnet and Parker.
There's a true
So
fucking split backfield. They kind of put whoever they
yeah.
want in, whoever they feel like, and it's working. So
Hmm. This game, I think, is going to come down to who's at home. So I'm gonna take Seahawks.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go Seahawks too. I was thinking about the Cardinals. My gut said Seahawks. Because it is another, division rival. It might actually end up
Hmm.
being a shootout now that Brissett is back there at quarterback. But I just think the Seahawks have too much. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals pulled it off. They are hot. They got an
Right.
offense that's rolling. They can put up points. Is the defense going to show up enough to stop Darnold and slow down JSN and stuff? I don't think so, because no defense has been able to do it.
Right.
And that's why I'm going to go Seahawks. Next one, we got Rams and 49ers. Rams coming off a blowout win against the Saints, 34-10. Stafford offense goes off, huge blowout. Did exactly what we thought they should do. Great for them.
Hmm.
There's not much to say. They were who they were expected to be. They didn't pull up Packers and lose a game that they shouldn't lose. They did what they had to do. And then the
Hmm.
49ers coming off against the Giants. No Purdy, no problem. Mac Jones looked good. The offense looked good. Exactly better than they did a week before. McCaffrey had a bounce back game. He's a receiver playing running back essentially. The
Hmm.
man's longest rush of the season is like 16 yards. That's his longest rush. Still gets all the carries. Still gets a bunch of yards.
Hmm.
He catches a lot though. And then the defense came back to life as well for the 49ers. Good. Two games. That score for the 49ers Giants a lot closer than it actually looked. It looked like a blowout before they got some garbage touchdown or two. But they're coming off some strong games, both of them. It's gonna be a good one.
San Francisco's getting healthy too. The more that Kittle plays, the more he looks like the old Kittle. Mac Jones is still doing the Lord's work at quarterback. McCaffrey, like you said, 106 yards and touchdown on the ground, 5 catches, 67 yards in the touchdown through the air. He's not going to have to do that for too much longer. That with the healthier they get, Parasol coming back. Hopefully he's back this game. I didn't see anything about his injury designation, but from what I read before last week's game is what he was expected to sit this week with the possibility of coming back
Yeah,
this
I
this
saw that
upcoming week.
too. I
So.
wasn't sure what was going on with him.
Mhm.
Let's see if there's any update about today from him.
And
I don't
and
think
when
so.
while you looked that up, Stafford had 281 yards, 4 touchdowns. Tyron Williams went off for 114 yards. Um, and the one thing that could really turn the tide, especially in games like this, I did see that Devontae Adams went down a little bit. He's still a little banged up, so I don't know if he's gonna be available for this game.
Pearsall did not practice today.
Okay.
So he's still a shot. They said they're going to evaluate him midweek. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I think if he doesn't
Yeah.
practice tomorrow, he's going to be out again. They're taking this
Yeah.
injury as light as they can because they're still winning. They don't really need to rush him back. Kind of doing the Brock
Mhm.
Bowers way. I think it's kind of like an injury of that where he just kind of needs a rest. It was a
Right.
fluke thing. Somebody called him injury prone, and they mentioned him getting shot last year as part of injuries. I was like, he got shot. That's not even injuries. The man got shot before the season. What are you talking
Poor
about?
dude's poor dude's laying there fighting for his life. Like, damn, bro, again. Like,
Damn,
what the
bro. He's
fuck,
so injury prone. The man got shot. This is
right?
the first time he actually got injured. Whatever. Who do you got in this one?
I'm taking the Rams. The Rams are just cooking right now. Yeah, they're playing an inferior opponent, but it looked easy. Especially if Adams is playing. Puka is going to be back, correct?
Yeah, Puka's back. He was back last game.
Okay.
He's talking amazing shit and doing everything he does.
Right, but I thought I saw that they had pulled him because he had slightly re-aggravated, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
I'm going 49ers. 49ers are very, even with Mac Jones in there and the weapons that they have, they're still playing like they should. They're doing what they can. They're competing in every game. It's also a rivalry game to where it could go either way. It's in San Francisco. Not that far of a drive, for the LA Rams. But I'm going to go 49ers. I think they ride the high of getting the offense back in, McCaffrey having his bounce back game, and the defense coming alive. So I'm going to go 49ers.
Okay.
The third one we picked differently. Right?
Yes, it is.
Next
Giants,
one
Saints, and Niners.
Yeah, I got Saints, Giants, and Niners. Yeah. Next one we got, we're probably not picking differently. I can guarantee you that one. We got the Lions at the Commanders. Lions dropping one of the Vikings, like we said before. They didn't really have a run game. They mainly passed the ball. I think Gibbs only had like 8 carries max, and Montgomery didn't have many more than him or many less. The defense did get 5 sacks and an interception, but it wasn't enough because the offense really didn't keep close to that 50-50 or like the 35-65 that I like to see. Honestly, I don't think it matters what they do this week. I think they're going to get the win either way. Especially Daniels being out for however long, indefinitely with that nasty elbow injury. Whether he break the skin, I saw it pop. It was gross watching it live. And then they played a slow-mo. They played a fucking slow-mo of it. And I'm like, why would you do this? It was bad. Lattimore also got banged up too. I think he tore his ACL. Marshawn Lattimore. So they lost the corner as well.
Oh, yeah.
So they lost 2 guys in that game, one on offense, one on defense. And the defense, you can't be doing that. And they kind of just look like they forgot how to play football. This guy's fumbling the ball, guys not doing what they're supposed to, letting the Seahawks treat them like they're the casting couch. Like, here we go. Here it is. I'm going to go Lions.
Yeah, and the Lions, they only had 65 total yards. Laporta and St. Brown had 97 yards each, which is quite the accomplishment for Minnesota's defense. But yeah, even if Daniels was playing, I would definitely pick the Lions to win this one. Mariota's a serviceable backup, and to be honest with you, if Jaden Daniels is truly your future and you're going to be building around him, selling everything out for him, he was in the game when arguably he could have been taken out. I think you don't rush him back. If you start losing, you keep him out for the year. Don't fuck with it. Don't push it. Don't even look what happened to RG3. I understand there's a big difference between the knee and the elbow, but then this history's starting to stack up for the Washington franchise with these quarterbacks. Don't rush this guy back.
Those injuries happened on the same yard line.
Which is just craziness.
The same exact yard line. Daniel's injury and then RG3's injury happened on the same exact yard line. Like the Alex Smith and Theismann one happened on the same fucking yard line. That happened on the same yard line. Luckily, it's a non-throwing arm. But still, you don't like to see it happen. I mean, it helps that it's a non-throwing arm, but still. They're also super banged up. I don't know if McLaurin's playing this week. Bill popped up on the injury report as well. They need to get healthy. They need to get healthy real bad. Debo's been playing through a heel injury. They looked promising at the beginning of the year, and then all the injuries just keep stacking up, and Daniel's out for the second time. He should have been out of the game. Lions. Lions got it. I don't care that it's in Washington. I don't give a shit. Dude, I'm going Lions.
Right.
Next one we got is big Pittsburgh Steelers against the Dodgers. Oh, the Dodgers. Steelers come off that big win against the Colts over there. 27-20. They need to get a goddamn run game going. I don't give a shit. Jalen Warren ain't getting it done. He's serviceable. He's a third down guy. He's not your every down back like they're using him. Gainwell is the same size and the same type of build that Warren is, and the same type of back. He's not an every down guy. They wanted Caleb Johnson to be the guy. At this point, you might as well fucking figure it out. Because you're not doing anything else that you wouldn't get from a guy that you might as well figure it out from. Aaron Rodgers is too old to get it done. But the most expensive defense in the entire world is finally showing up. They got 5 sacks, 5 turnovers. Jalen Ramsey is officially switching to safety. He played safety last game against the Colts. They did really well. Right now, Mike Tomlin has committed to him switching to safety all the time. Big fucking thing there. Mike turn around that defense. We'll see.
I'm going to throw out these offensive stats for you. You let me know if this team won the game. 250 yards, no touchdowns, a turnover, 79 total rushing yards. Did that team win?
That's probably the Steelers because the fucking Steelers don't fucking work.
No. That was the Chiefs. They lost. So now let me show you worse stats on a team that won. Rodgers barely had 200 yards passing. They had complete, just utter failure on the ground. 38 total rushing yards, which is just fucking pitiful. That defense put in overtime. Yes, Daniel Jones had some untimely interceptions and fumbles and just bullshit. Made it way too easy for them, but this offense is not good. They're gonna. This just I'm out of words to describe how bad this offense truly is. With that being said, the Chargers, like you said at the beginning, how is Herbert putting up points? How is he alive right now? You have probably the best combo, Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt in the league, bookend tackles. They're both out now. You traded for a first round bust that really doesn't have a position in Trevor Penning. Well, I'm pretty sure his first couple of years in the league, he led the league in flags. Just so you have some bodies out there, it's getting ridiculous. I mean, Herbert not only led them in passing, he led them in rushing. Gadsden, yet again, led them in receiving, and it wasn't even that great. 5 catches, 68 yards. They were lucky that they were playing the Titans, to be honest with you. But that's all I got for them. Just neither of them are playing good football right now, but it's for 2 totally different reasons. Who do you got in this one?
Well, for me, let me talk about the Chargers one. It's Herbert from the fantasy team. Honestly, and without Herbert, this team is the Titans. They aren't doing anything spectacular without him. Herbert's making it work. Whatever the hell they throw out their offensive line. They're losing third, fourth stringers, and they're like, all right, they're picking guys out of the fucking crowd. They're like, you look big enough. Get the hell down here. We got a jersey. Here's $20. Go play some fucking offensive line. And he's still making it work, still making the offense flow. They need to get Omarion Hampton back as soon as fucking possible, because there is no run game without him. When he took over the lead back, doing great. Sucks he got hurt. Now they're piecing together just like they pieced together the fucking offensive line. Not great. They're going to have to change the offense every single week now that Joe Alt's out to get the ball out faster and not try to push it as much, because they can't even set up these like play actions to push the ball down the field because they have no fucking run game. Unless the Thunder taking a 40-yard rushing, they're not getting any rushing. The defense showed some life, but it was the fucking Titans. It is what it is. I'm going Steelers.
I'm going Steelers as well.
Because of that offensive line of the Chargers and how well that they just destroyed the Colts offensive line. And the Colts offensive line is good. Yeah, they have weapons, but now, you're changing things on defense with the Steelers. I'm going Steelers.
I'm going Steelers as well. And it's just what we said. The Steelers, if you can wear them down, put up points, and make sure that T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith can't tee off on your quarterback, that's how you beat them. But when you are going to be one-dimensional, you have to throw the ball 50 times, and you don't have your 2 starting offensive tackles, T.J. Watt, you would have swore he took a fucking Viagra because he's been playing the entire game with a fucking heart on. I'm taking Pittsburgh because I don't think the Chargers can block them.
Yeah, the Chargers' offensive line is just so bad, it's not great. At any means. The best players are fucking hurt, and even the backups are fucking hurt. It's just pieces are fucking together here. And our last game, only one Monday night game. Thank God, Eagles and Packers. Eagles are coming off the bye. They did get Jalen Phillips from the Dolphins, Jahari Alexander from the Ravens,
Ravens.
They got
Yep.
Michael Carter as well from the Jets. And they also signed Brandon Graham back, which I don't care. He's sitting off the couch. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Oh my God, Brandon Graham's back. He's gonna do so good, bro. Dude just got off the couch, got done eating fucking bratwurst, and he ain't fucking ready to go. Good time to have a bye. Everything, they're gonna do what Eagles do. They are at the Packers, but the Packers are playing fucking average as hell through most of the fucking games, and this is the one that's really gonna bite them in the fucking ass, and they might get blown the fuck out if they decide to play average.
Right.
They're also gonna get blown out if they keep fucking running the offense through Love and thinking he's fucking Peyton Manning instead of getting a run game going or relying on the run and keeping it literally 50-50. Even if 51-49, Love is not going to get the job done. Stop letting Love change the fucking plays from runs to passes at the line, especially in like 3rd and 1s or like 2nd and shorts where like this one's going to work, but he sees like, oh, maybe I get a big pass here. Yo, shithead, run the fucking ball. You're not that good. You're not that good. And then Parsons has to actually get some fucking pressure. 0 pressures last week on the fucking Panthers, it ain't going to cut it this week. Even with the college offense and Jalen Hurts throwing the ball, it ain't going to cut it this week.
No, the first note was, what the fuck, Love? Like, you should have been able to carve this team up, and you just didn't. Some of these passes, like, where the fuck was he throwing? He just looked so out of sorts. And they lost his safety blanket. Tucker Kraft confirmed ACL tear, done.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think you can get on my ass this week for picking a certain green team from Southeast Pennsylvania. So
no, because this is actually the first week that I'm going to pick them. I can't after what I've been seeing from the Packers of just complete averageness. I want to pick them because I hate the goddamn Eagles so much and I want them to lose, but I can't fucking do it because the Packers have been playing so fucking average, and they continue to play average. I don't care what the conditions were like last week against the Panthers. The Panthers clearly were able to overcome it, and they did what you should have did, was run the fucking ball more. And that's on you. And that's on you. So I'm going Eagles.
Yep, me too. It's going to be yet another Eagles fly. I'm going to be sick about it, but whatever.
Yeah, all right, so let's get into the worst part of the entire thing is the fucking pick'ems. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I'm over am I going to come back? You know, don't call it a comeback. Call it coming on her back. I don't even know if I'm going to do that. I don't even know if I'm going to finish. This is crazy.
Listen. There's still another half of the season to where I can just grow my lead even further. We both went 9-5 this week. I mean, even though you're in last place, you know, people who bet with you.
You can only be in first or last. It's Shake and Bake Ricky Bobby. If you're not first, you're last. That's it. There's only two.
Praise Ricky Bobby. I'm overall 81-53-1. You are a lowly 77-57-1. They're still making money if they bet with either one of us. So I don't know what these people are complaining about. But yeah, I'll have the lead again because we didn't disagree on too many of them. But you know, one week where you just sweep me again because you did sweep me the one week I believe. You could be right back to almost even with me. So.
Yep, it could happen. There is a chance, a snowball's chance in hell, and I'm waiting for it, especially with how bad I'm doing. But I did really good in fantasy this week, 3-0, baby. I haven't done that since week 1, and then what I did after that is I basically lost all my fucking games. So here we go with another rut after a big high. All right, here we fucking go. Anything else you have for us before we leave these beautiful people to look at the
fantasy wise, it wasn't a great week for me fantasy, but that's been my fucking season. I think I won 2 games. One was a work league, and then I beat a girl. Who and she and not saying that, you know, girls can't know football. I'm just saying that during our dynasty draft, the girl didn't know that it was a dynasty draft until about halfway through the fucking draft. So beating her was not something to brag about. Anyway, no, I appreciate everyone that listens and shares and tells their friends and family. Like I said in the beginning, we are now in 5 states. You know, we're obviously here in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New Hampshire, Ohio, and now Texas. We have listeners spreading out And as soon as I got people in Virginia who told me that they're going to listen, once they do officially listen and like and follow, we'll be in 6 fucking states. Not bad for 9 weeks, motherfucker. Just saying.
That's not bad at all. Yes, thank you guys so much for watching, listening, sharing, subscribing, donating. You guys could donate money, and I will take it. We'll put it towards the Brandon Higgins Fund, and all the money goes to me and my sports betting, which I
Money
will lose very easily as well. Lost one by 5 fucking yards this past week. Fucking sharp it out. Again, no, thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, listening, following, telling people about us. Like you said, 5 states. We got 45 more to go, and then I'll be happy. And then we just got to start hitting all the other countries. I'll learn Japanese, Korean, some Italian, never French. The French are on their own.
No.
I don't have anything to do with that.
Right, no.
Probably not Spanish either. That's a lot of work. I took like 6 years of it. I know hola. So there you go. Again, thank you guys so much. Anything else? Anything else?
No, that's it. I can't wait for this week and may league to extend. I appreciate it, y'all.
Thank you guys so much. And this has been another episode of Up the Gut. We will be back next week to annoy you and show you our beautiful faces. Thank you. Love you. Bye.